Okay. Hold on a second. Distractions. It's not easy. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Okay. Look. I happy Friday night for anybody who doesn't have Saturday morning. Today's show is called Offering. There's a lot of funny things to think about. Please focus on the fun stuff. Never sweat the small stuff. Trust me, if you're watching my show, you better not be sweating the small stuff. Go to a different channel. They're going to make you happy. You're watching the Black Fitzpatrick Show, the king of lo-fi.
Sunlight goes down every day. That's when Lydia starts to play. She has a lot of ways to hide. Someone will help her to decide. The dance is on, she's having this parade. Music's playing, problems start to fade. Why can't this night ever end? Seems like she could really use a friend. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. It's too late. Flash out, the room begins to fill. Looks like tonight she cannot win. Glowing eyes, she flies around both eyes. Realize that they'll begin to cry. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. It's too
Attention, Lydia just got attacked by a mosquito.
She won't give up, she won't back down. Mosquitoes flying all around. The taxi driver smiles and says, get in. He thinks her home is not the end. Sometimes we all gotta take a swim. Stuck in the middle, we never see the plan. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. Baby says it's alright. Baby says the night's a night. She won't never back down. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
You're watching the Black Fitzpatrick Show, the king of lo-fi. Hello? Is anybody in there? Hello? Hello? Is anybody in there? No. This is the Black Fitzpatrick Show, the king of acceptance. We don't sweat the small stuff. Look, everybody knows me as Mr. Music. What do I like to do? Write songs. I'm a songwriter. That's not small stuff. And I don't sweat the big stuff either. Look down the road. There's a path. It's clear. Why should I throw rocks in front of the path? Everybody likes art. Well, some people don't like art. Some people think there should be rules and regulations about art. You have to go through the government to get money, and you got to do this. And I like to be independent. I don't like it when people tell me where I cannot make my art. Usually I do it in my head, sitting on the toilet. No, that's not true. Sometimes walking down the street. They can't take away my freedom to walk down the street. Hold on a second. Private property. Oh, no. I got to find a loophole. Today's show is called Offering. Offering is a good word. Offering is a positive word. I hope that this show fills you with positive energy. Otherwise, go to CNN or something. And that'll rattle your chains for whatever the expression is. If anybody thinks they can talk to me, please don't. This is called my startup. This is my time by myself. Yeah, hello to my Facebook people, hello to my YouTube people. They say, Blakey, how can you be yourself? I have a sign over the Facebook thing, so I can't read anything. Actually, no, I can't. It says, Vienna, live chat, rock, music, entertainment, comedy, alternative acceptance, rock and roll, live. And on the YouTube channel, it says a picture of a quarter note and a bunch of German words. So this is called my startup. If anybody wants to join the chat, talk amongst yourselves. And please be positive. My daughter might be watching. My mother might be watching. Okay, PG-13, rule number 1. Rule number 2, no fighting. No sticks and stones may break my bones. The show is rule number 2, just be cool. Which for me translates into, if you have nothing nice to say at all, then don't say anything at all. Just enjoy my show. Sit back and relax and do what you got to do. Happy early Saturday morning for me. It's now 0037 here in the Blackie Fitzpatrick Library Studios, situated here in the 10th district of Vienna, Austria. Yes, I'm from Massachusetts. People say, he doesn't sound like Schwarzenegger. Why is he doing a live stream? I'm a musician. I worked here. Sometimes I get money for it. Look, I got bigger fish to fry. I don't let small stuff get me down. Clink! Cheers from Vienna. I did not study drama. I studied music. There's a bunch of chats that are full of drama. Go to those ones. This is supposed to be a fun-filled show. Look, for all ages. And I don't even care what language you use. But if you do want to swear, please do it in a foreign language. My mother is a conservative from Massachusetts. She doesn't like it if you talk like a drunken sailor. She doesn't like complaining either. So please, no complaining. There's other chats for that stuff. Okay, this is my start. What did I do today? At 45 minutes, this is what part I love about this thing. It's like, I have everything turned off. I just get to be myself. What did I do today? The obvious. And I went shopping. I acquired some beverages. I went to the tobacconist. I'll not say the word tobacconist. Makes me feel like I'm British. Hold on a second. My passport says I am. I still sound like I'm from Boston. What else did I do? Oh, today it was all about Weinhauer. So I talked about it on my show yesterday. We had a Weinhauer rehearsal, and it was a lot of fun. And we went a little bit late. Actually, just came back here. I'm kind of running a little bit later tonight, but we had a lot of fun, and doing the set and all this stuff, and getting ready. We got a concert coming up. We're working on our stage show and stuff. So we're like fine detailing or look. But I can't give away my trade secrets. No, we're rehearsing. But I love it when we say, well, Philip, Anna, and myself, and we say, let's play the set. So we just play the set, and no breaks in between. We just go bump, song, bump, song, bump, song, bump, song, bump. Right? You get the gist, right? we're trying not to laugh in the middle, in between songs. And I'm actually the best at shutting up. That's my chance for me to have a cigarette. So I can't talk when I'm smoking. Hold on a second. This is a controlled pause. After rehearsal, we did a little research and stuff like that. We were actually, this might impress somebody, maybe not, but Anna plays trumpet and piano in the group. And we were putting a little bit of thought into, all of us, we're doing our stage shows and all that stuff. We're playing, we got a concert coming up pretty soon. This is a pretend scratch. That means I'm formulating a sentence. And we were watching Miles Davis videos during our break in between the sets. That was fun, actually. We watched Miles in the 50s and up to Miles in, I think, the 80s or something. Or 70s at least. I think it was 70s. Look, definitely one of the most amazing trumpet players that ever landed on this planet. So, for Anna, definitely an inspiration. And so we did a little bit of that. Then we played the set again. And then I says, I'm hungry. And we went to McDonald's. Phil dragged his feet, but I went with Anna and we went to McDonald's. Anna even treated me. That was nice. I got the schnitzel burger. It was chicken schnitzel with really nice bread, fancy lettuce, tomatoes, and a nice, I don't even know what the sauce was, but it was juicy and it was nice. And it was really chicken schnitzel with really good bread. I'm not talking about a Big Mac with sesame seed buns, okay? Real bread. And it was nice. Anna, if you're watching, thanks again. That was nice. And Phil showed up a little bit later. And so it was kind of cool. We get to hang out for a little bit as a group. And now I'm here. And it's time to do a show. But no, I talked to my daughter and my mother a little bit before rehearsal. That's about it. Tiny things around the house. Nothing that anybody would notice. Just a normal type of things. What else did I do today? That's about it. Oh, no, I'm doing a show right now. Hold on a second. That's the now. It is now 0042. That means I got to play a song and turn on the chat. Happy Friday night for everybody on the East Coast of the US and A. Happy whatever it is for whatever your time zone is. The Black and Respect show is look, I'm an international world traveler. Okay? Right. I even have the Mr. T-Chain before he was rich. Okay? Right. This is James Bond before he could afford Armani. Look. This is classy. This is a pint glass from Czech Republic after the Soviet Union. Do the math. This is like one of the coolest shows on the planet. Take cheers from you. At the top of the hour. I will see if anybody wants to come on the show and chit chat with me. Sometimes people come on, sometimes they don't. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I'm still going to just talk like crazy. That's my offering to you. Don't talk, just listen. But if you want to talk, come on the show. I need a positive mental attitude. The show is sponsored by Sigmund Floyd. And for the earring, too. Thanks, Siggy. Hi, Siggy, if you're watching. No, I'll turn the chat on in a little bit. I'm going to play some music. It gives me an opportunity to get closer and closer to 9 o'clock. The show is also sponsored by my mother. That's right. I got to queue up some stuff here. I just remembered. Okay, look. I'm getting used to this stuff. My laptop might die at any moment. And, okay, look. When it works, it works. When it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I can have it back up anyway. No, this is my tablet thing, which I use to play music. It doesn't want to work. Let's try this angle. The cool thing about doing a show like this is that I can't really make any mistakes. Okay, good. So I'm going to get some music queued up over here. People say, Blakey, you should have this all prepped before. And I thought to myself, why? Isn't it kind of fun watching me do this? Look, the chat's this is the part where everybody says hi, because anybody here. This is the part where you say hi to each other and all that stuff. Okay, hold on. Doesn't show up already? Let's see. Okay, that's a work in progress. Okay, I have to. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm going to go to plan B. Look. On my show, there's a lot of plans. Half of them work. So cut me some slack. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the king of lo-fi. I hope this sounds good on your end. Happy Friday night. Happy early Saturday morning to everybody.
Every time you call you on the phone because you're not just feeling grown up, but you get it even older. The sunlight shine that makes you wake up in the morning, get to push up before your coffee's even older. Yes, that all always as you rely on me. Running around this town, you got the feeling in the sound. Running around this town, running around this town, running around this town. You got the feeling in the sound. Running around this town, running around this town. Every time we call you on the phone, because you're not just feeling grown up, but you get it even older. See that shine that makes you wake up in the morning, you push up before your coffee's even older. I guess that I rely on you as you rely on me. Running around this town, I got a feeling in the sound. Running around this town, running around this town, running around this town. I got a feeling in the sound. Running around this town, running around this town. And if we run, we can do anything at all the time. You can do anything you want. Let's go outside. Running around this town, you should check out the feeling, hear the sounds, just running around this town. Running around this town, you should check out the feeling, hear the sounds, running around this town. Running around this town, running around this town. You should check out the feeling, hear the sounds, running around this town. Running around this town, running around this town, running around this town, running around this town, running around this town. Running around this town, running around this town, running around this town.
Running around this town. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the king of lo-fi. Who do we got here? On my YouTube, I see Indiana Jones. I see JB. I think I saw Mike in there. Hello to my lurkers. You guys are great. On my Facebook, I see Herbert. I see Fritz. I see a bunch of other usual suspects. Hey, there's my mom, Galaxy. And she said, that's my favorite song, Running Around This Town. Look, today's show is called Offering. Offering means be nice. Give back. Somebody's little pennies may turn into gold one day. Always support the arts. When people suppress the arts, you're not going to hear running around this town. You know how much money it cost me to get that song recorded for your listening pleasure? $0. Okay? That's how things work. Look, in my world at least, I was reading a long time ago. It was like, if I have to pay for music, that means I'm a teenager again. I'm at the record store buying records. I was like, hold on a second. I thought I was old enough to be a specialist. I had a great day yesterday. If anybody watched the show with Mr. Ben Arson, I had him over here. We were writing a new song. It's actually a cool song. And he got to perform it live on the show for the first time. We just finished writing it. We were so excited. And I invited him to come onto the show and to sing it. And very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. And we had a small one in the crowd yesterday. Hey, Ron, I'm talking about, look, some people are only watching Facebook. Some people are only watching YouTube. That's okay. On my Alec Whittier on both channels, although some people like to watch both, but if you watch them both at the same time, it looks like there's an echo problem. Do the math and figure it out. Turn the sound down on one of them, but there's two different chats going here right now. But I got my usual suspects here on YouTube. Hey, happy Friday to US and A. Look, what else is on my mind? Hey, FLS. Look, we got my Friday night crowd's going pretty good so far. I might even get up to 10 and sing Sinatra. Wake up the neighbors. If anybody wants to hear me sing Sinatra silently. That silent night. If I sang it silent, that means you wouldn't hear anything. Silently. I mean quietly. Look, this is not an English channel. Look, but if you do want to swear, please. And now it's official. My mom is here. Please swear in a foreign language. Today's foreign language to swear in is Chilean. People say, Chilean? That just means Spanish. Incorrect. They have their own dialect. Look. It's almost 9 o'clock. Clink. Cheers from Vienna. I have never killed anybody except with kindness. Talk to my lawyer, Vinny Babat's cousin. To kill one with kindness should be against the law, but it's on the books. The swill. Look. Swill is a good word. Look. Number one, when you're born, you're not 0. You're a baby. After a year, you become 1. Do the math. This is also not math lessons 101. I'm not here to teach any philosophy. Do whatever you want. Just keep on breathing. I'm not a doctor, but look, my doctor, Vinny Babat, says if I don't breathe, he says game over. He says it gets tricky then. When snorkeling, if you go straight down to the coral reef and your head starts to explode, go back up. I did that once in Saint-Tropez. Yeah, I know what swill means. No, I'm on the usual suspect. And I love showing this label. My mom says drink out of a pint glass. It's fancier, but here's a label. I'll show it to my Facebook people as well. This is Gusser. Yes, it's an O with 2 dots. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look, I like Blue Oyster Cult. I've been used to this stuff. No, it's actually just a normal beer, a 5.2. It's very, very clean, and it works. But today it warmed up here. The chat's going into the weather subject. Hey, I'm a huge weather geek. And today warmed up to lower 70s. But when the breeze came in, you're welcome, buddy. No, it's an Austrian beer. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. I'm going to go on to the French wine in a little bit. It's going to be wine o'clock. It is now 0055 here in Vienna, Austria. And it's time for me to say clink again. I'm really ready for wine o'clock. I'm going to see if anybody wants to talk to me. I'm only taking phone calls right now on Facebook because it's this new thing. And no, I don't work for Zuckerberg or whoever the guy is. Now, Gus is really good. Yeah, and no, Gus is a super great beer. Hey, Marco, you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the King of Lo-Fi. I'm going to be taking phone calls. But the cool thing now is that on this new phone thing that my mom bought me, this Galaxy J7 Jive stuff, is that your face will show up in a square, kind of like Hollywood squares, but it's just except not squares. It's a Hollywood square, like square pegs. It's singular, and your face will show up. And so, look, it doesn't have to. You can do it like a radio show. Just put your camera thing away, and we'll just hear your voice. Look at me. You know how much effort I put into doing tonight's show? You can see that, right? Look at that. I got all the props. I got fancy pint glasses. I've got fancy glasses that I don't need, but I might when I get a little bit older. Kind of cool with the reflection from the. It looks like I'm in a Hollywood movie. I always liked that when Jeff Goldblum was like, "Whoa, you can see the reflection from his fancy glasses." So these are reading glasses. It's like a magnifying glass or something. No, thanks, Mom. I might be able to use these in about 10 years, but I got a nice case, so I'll keep them safe. But it's a good prop. Tina Titso, she was on my show a couple weeks ago, and she calls them cheaters. I like look. Okay, this is my chance to say something intelligent. Impossible. Clink, cheers from me. Hey, that was smart. Clink, cheers from you. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the King of Lo-Fi. That wasn't a swill, that was a chug. That was me pretending to slam it down really hard like I'm a tough drunken sailor. Look, I just had like some great food and I'm like in a great mood and nobody can take that away from me. You can try, I suppose. I mean, if you wanted to, you can try to ruin my day. Wonder if I can play that song. Was that published? No, it was published. No, I'll get in trouble for that one. I can't play music anymore. They're going to ban me. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's today for me. But tomorrow night, I'm going to see if I can open up the Blackie Fitzpatrick channel again. Maybe I should do it tonight. Because I got a 3-month slap on the wrist. I got banned. That wasn't a slap. I got banned. I can't even turn the button on. Maybe I'll do it after this show. And I'll see if Blackie comes on. And if Blackie comes on, I'll do it tomorrow if I remember. Look, for anybody who doesn't know about how to do your own live streams, I think most people do. It's like everybody has these dash cams and stuff, right? You put it in your car and you drive it. You say, "Hey, honey, I'm driving home from work," and you got the tunes playing right on the radio station, and then you either turn the sound off on Facebook, but if you're doing it on YouTube, they kill it. You get 3 strikes, and it's like, nope. You can't drive a car and listen to the radio and live stream. What? Who made up these silly rules? Huh? You can't do that. I can do karaoke. I can do karaoke? Well, yeah, because that means you're creative because you're actually singing. But you can't play Duran Duran, the video from YouTube. We can, but you can't. Huh? Look, I talked to Vinny Mabotz's cousin, right? And he was like, "Alec, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. But don't you believe it?" Which means push him as far as you can. Not over the edge because you will lose. It's a machine. It's a conglomerate. Look, I don't want to use the word deep state. This show is not political. I don't vote. Hey, Jody. Maybe Jody will come on my show. Hey, girlfriend, you want to come on? It's now 0100. This is where I take phone calls. Yeah, look, FLS, I have to, look, a lot of weird stuff happens. I have no idea. Jody's on my Facebook. And I had Jody on a couple of times, and she's funny. No, I'm trying to, FLS, I know your name from way before. I'm trying to open up the Black Expect. I'm going to try again tomorrow, see if my band is off. I got a 3-month ban, and they killed everything. Jody, I can't say that out loud. My show is PG-13, but I would have you on anyway. Stop flirting with me. I know you're laughing. No, it's now officially 9 o'clock. No, let's get a couple of things straight here. A lot of people who know me as drinking out of the red thing. I'm still drinking Baron Duval. Somebody wrote, "Can't find your show." Ha ha ha. Look, this is. I'm not drinking Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah, I thought you would laugh with that one, girl. But you set me up for a joke anyway. Now, Jody's from my from my hometown. Well, where I went to junior high and high school. I'm drinking Merlot, not Cabernet Sauvignon. But I tell you, it's the same company. Oh, every time I brush my teeth before bed, I think to myself, this stuff is deep. It's made in France, and it costs $2.99. Give me a break. And I'm not talking about $299. No, it's over here. They call it table wine. In the USA. We got our first caller in. Look at it. No, it's the time to do it. So let's see how this one rolls. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. Tell us your name and tell us your time zone.
JB from Boston.
Hey, JB.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
702. Yeah.
JB, you're always one of my favorite guests. You're actually one of my mentors. Hold on a second. You have the floor.
Cool, man. Well, there's a lot of stuff to cover. Obviously, you know that I do politics, geopolitics, conspiracies. But in terms of your show, you're very masterful in the way that you're managing YouTube and Facebook. Comparatively speaking, to me, I'm like a cat. I can do like one thing, like total focus, one thing at a time. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. When your YouTube for me works great and we go live, it gets cut off. When your Facebook and you and it works great, somehow, some way we get cut off. When we try both, it gets cut off immediately. I just hope it doesn't happen this time. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to go full conspiracy. I'm just saying.
No, JB. No, I have my own theories as well. Let's see what happens tonight. Yeah. Right now, if anybody wants to watch JB's mug, are you outside by the lake or the pond, or what do you call it?
No, this is actually the backyard. I can show you there. That's Mom's garden and stuff.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. I can't do the Borat voice like you can.
Very nice. Yes. In America, we like very much to make a vegetable come out of the ground. Some orange color similar to President of the United States look like what we call a creme, and in United States we call it the penis. So that's PG-13.
No, that's PG-13. No, look, FLS is in my chat on YouTube. He said the word boobies. That's PG-13 too. So you're okay.
Totally, it's an anatomical term.
Correct. I know if anybody wants to join on Facebook, you get to see JB's mug in a little tiny square. Actually, are you big or small? Because right on my thing, you're big.
Well, I'm 5'3". Oh no, that's not what you were talking about. No, it's a small rectangle in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, that's what I look like, but on my thing, you look big. So I don't know what it looks like for other people. Maybe it's a split screen. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, when I watch you, when we do the opposite, it's full screen, and then I'm, smaller. So
okay, we're all learning. We're all learning.
I know we are, and then next week they're going to change it. So we're all learning and adapting.
Correct.
What are they? Yeah, like a hair. What is it? Hair-brained pace, whatever the cliche is. But
I never heard that one.
I probably just combined a few cliches in my mind and said it to potentially millions of people.
Hey, did you hear the song that Ben and I wrote yesterday?
That's what I was that's why we're friends, because we can read each other's minds. I was just about to mention that because ipso facto, which is ancient, I think, Latin or something for
Latin.
by these facts alone. Yeah, by these facts alone. Right when you guys were doing that is when the internet cut us off. So I heard none of it, and I can't wait to hear it. But I was hopefully going to hear it live yesterday, and you convinced Ben to pick up the guitar, and then the internet went. So
Well, I have
it is what it is.
Ben sent me the link in a private message on my Facebook. I'll forward it to you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. If you can, you have my private email, right?
I think I don't really use email. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Okay, yeah, just put it on my wall. And because a lot of my friends, like, I get a little bit nervous because I'm still friends with, well, not nervous. That's, maybe 5% nervous and 95% like.
Okay, JB, can you hear me right now?
I can hear you.
Okay, for some weird reason, the beginning of my show is now playing on Facebook.
Is it doing weird loop things? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, man, they don't like us, do they? They don't like us.
Yeah.
Joan says she hears it too.
Independent thinkers speaking to each other.
I can't even turn it off. What Facebook is doing right now is they're playing the beginning of my show, and it's Mosquito Bit Lydia. Can you hear it? I
don't hear anything on my end.
Joan says I hear it on YouTube. She's like, I hear it.
I got no idea.
They're messing with us.
Is it messing with our audio?
No, I hear you perfectly, but on my it's screwing my YouTube up right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Your audience's audio, is it messing that up?
Joan says, "Yep." Dude,
man, I'm just on a Samsung Android with
me too.
Facebook Live camera.
Me too. Me too. And now they're playing my show, and I never pressed any button. I'm just talking to you.
Yeah. Well, what the hell are we gonna say?
What was the keyword? JB? Was it Blackie or JB and Blackie together, or was it Ben Arslan? Something ticked them off.
It's probably an artificial intelligence AI algorithm where so let's say we put Ben Arslan, Blackie Fitzpatrick, Alec Whittier, Jay Beliveau, JB is Neo. It probably comes up with an algorithm that if there are certain numbers or certain letters of those in a sequence or whatever, then they kick in their bots, or what do they call them? Spiders.
I call them spiders, but they're bots. It's the same thing, but it's AI. And nobody's really doing it, but you and me are on a list.
Well, I know I'm on a list. I don't want to tell that story again, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
Joan comes in the chat. She says, "Yep, they pick up names and words." So you and me are on a list.
Yeah. I know I'm on a list. I don't know if you are. You probably are because you associate with me.
I get banned a lot.
Yeah. Me, brother.
I get banned a lot, and because I'm associated with you, maybe, I don't know. I thought it was because of music.
Well, you call yourself the king of lo-fi, but you're actually the king of getting banned. You've been banned for literally like sneezing. It's the most
I've done that before. I've done that before.
thing I've ever seen.
I've done that before. Yeah, that's true.
Seriously, it's very, very gross.
Okay, I have to try a test here. It's so weird. Okay, now I'm totally on. You can see my YouTube show behind me, right? The music.
Let me see if I can move myself.
The music is.
I can put me anywhere.
The music is playing on this phone, on the Galaxy phone, my J7. It's the beginning of my show. I heard you talking. Now they're playing Ben Arslan, the song I wrote called Mosquito Bit Lydia. Then you're going to hear me talking. It's not as loud as you. You're louder. But this is totally like. Yeah, you can't hear that? You're watching it back.
Well, I have the answer right now, and then we can just move on. I'm sorry to the audience, and when I said to you, because Blackie and I, and you and I, Alec, we already know kind of what we do and what the circumstances are. But for Blackie's audience, Joan et al., I think I saw FLS 360 in.
Yep.
Hey, what up? And Michael Gonzalez is in. To the audience, I apologize. It's not me. It's not Blackie. They don't like us. So, sorry.
Why should I throw rocks in front of the path?
But we should move on from that and go on to topics at hand. And I know you like to interview your guests, but since, I'm in this position right now, I can ask you questions live time. I know you've already done your open. When was the last time you went fishing, Blackie? And have you ever?
I'll be honest with you. Can I? I know you're going to say yes. I'll be honest with you. Last time I went fishing, good question. Last time I went fishing was on Martha's Vineyard. I'm not trying to make you jealous.
Yeah.
And
I've been on Nantucket, so we're square.
I was on the Edgartown wharf. I know you haven't been there, but I was on the wharf, and
No, I've never been to Martha's yet.
no, I know you told me. And I was fishing there. Oh, the fish were everywhere, and I was catching fish like crazy, and I was also catching release. And I think I was about 10 years old or something. And I caught this great one, and I couldn't get the hook out.
Did you prepare like a good little boy and bring a pair of pliers with you?
Nobody. My mother. I was with my mother and my younger brother. The answer is no.
Yeah. Well, what a lot of people think is a myth, but it's actually true, is, and this is only true in the last 20 years or so, most of the fish hooks that they make because of, and this is the one thing I agree with the environmentalists on. I know it's a very small thing, but most fish hooks, if left in, as long as they're not hooked in the gills, that even still is sometimes okay. Cut the line, let them go. It's going to rust. And it's going to fall out because they're going to rub.
I got
their stuff against rocks.
Look, it's a vivid memory for me. It was on the lip,
I know.
and I couldn't get it out. And I asked my mom. I said, "Mom, can you get it out?" She couldn't get it out. She says, "Let's go to Great Uncle Robert. He's an islander, right? I didn't grow up there, right? We were on vacation. I was having so much fun fishing. I was catching so many fish, and it was great. I did it before when I was younger. I always did fishing, and so we went to Great Uncle Robert, and he had all the stuff. He's from the island, right? He knows how to do this stuff. Okay, he's a professional piano player and a piano tuner, but he knew how to fish. So I grew up fishing all the time, and he couldn't get it out either. So it was just like bad luck. I don't know. Couldn't get it out, and then he chopped it off with the thing. And
I do not study drama.
And he put it back in the bucket of water, salt water, and he said, "Bring it down, bring it down to the ocean, throw him back in."
This is supposed to be a fun film.
And so I did, and I threw him back in. He didn't move.
And I don't even care what language
He was dead for like at least an hour.
Yeah, well, I mean, that happens. And in that case,
Look, make me sound like I'm a weakling. That bothered me.
I know it would bother you, and you don't sound like a weakling at all because you have empathy. I'm sure you know, even though you've been in Austria for this long, you know the word empathy.
Look, I still eat fish, and I get it, but I'm not a fisherman. I still eat hamburgers, but I'm not a butcher.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. I call it, not casualties of war because it's not a war, but it's a casualty of activity. But at the end of the day, God gave us, and when I say us, I mean human beings, domain. I'm not a Bible scholar, but the quote is,
I am.
Dominion. Thank you. It's something similar to God gaveth man dominion over all creatures of the earth.
Correct. No, that's not even paraphrasing. That's correct. But the deal is catch and release or catch and eat. What I did was catch, and I released it when it was dead, and I couldn't. It messed with my dreams for like years, and I still eat fish, but for some reason I don't really enjoy fishing anymore. I'd rather play guitar.
I get you. I like to do both.
But look. I don't make fun of police officers. I don't want to kill people. I don't make fun of guns. I bought a gun when I was in Boston. I don't make fun of fishermen. I don't make fun of anybody. And as long as you're nice and stuff. But in that moment, I felt a bit of guilt. Like I killed it. It was the first thing I ever killed, and I was like, I was brought up not to even kill mosquitoes. Okay, no, they told me to kill mosquitoes. As I got older, I studied Buddhism, and there's like, oh, I don't want to kill anything that God made. I don't even want to step on ants. When I was younger, I stepped on ants, but a fish. I'm not trying to get like emotive or anything, but it is kind of emotive. That was the ending of, and I'll stop. And that was the ending of my fishing career.
It is very emotional, but something you just said about the ants there, I can directly agree with. I've had ants as pets. I've had snakes. I've had everything. I've had tarantulas. I've had scorpions.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but in terms of the ant situation, when I was a kid, I'd step on bugs until I became fascinated, and I knew nothing about God. I knew nothing about religion. I knew nothing about any of that. I just felt bad. And now, I mean, I'm 35. When I see literally one ant, I mean, unless I don't see it or something, casualties happen, just like your fish. Casualties happen. But I literally walk around bugs because I'm like, that's my earthly, and I'm not like a Gaia, New Age, any of that.
No. Look. I'm on the same page.
I literally step around them. Yeah.
I'm on the same page with you. But how many? Okay, look. Let me balance it back. How many fish have you killed and did not eat?
In my life, probably over 100.
You killed them and did not eat them?
Well, I knew they wouldn't survive, and I wasn't at a place where I could bring it home and just scale and gut a fish. So I put them back, and my justification is always, well, you know, everything else gets to cycle of life, circle of life continues. You know what I mean? I feel sad every single time.
Okay. Hey, Karen Blue. Hey, Dean, the Dancing Machine. I'm talking to my YouTube people. I'm live right now with JB on Facebook. We're talking about life and death and the circle of life. JB, is there a circle of deaths?
Well, yeah. I mean, life and death are, that's like asking, is there such a thing as black and white? I don't mean skin color. I mean literally in the electromagnetic spectrum.
No, correct. Dean, the Dancing Machine comes in. He says you can restart a fish heart with a 9-volt battery.
I've never heard that.
Me neither.
You might be joking, but if that's true.
No, I believe Dean. But look, I was 10 years old, and my great uncle tried his best to save it. He was still beating when we brought him to. It wasn't that far away, and we were like, "Let's go back home." We were there on vacation. I was having a great time. I was catching so many fish. It was so much fun. And everyone went back and they swam away. And I was like, I caught you, but I let you go. I was like the prison guard, you know? Hey, you're in prison, but now you get to go free. And it gave me a lot of power. And then all of a sudden, one time, I put one on the electric chair and it died. And I, as a young boy, maybe I was 8 or 9, it messed with my head a little bit.
Well, we can change the subject a little bit because I can tell your brain juices are going, as are mine. And I'm not like super calm, and I'm not on drugs or anything. I'm just really tired after work. My guess would be growing up, Alec, aka Blackie, was more into puzzles and Legos than you were into Army figures and that kind of stuff.
No, I did Army figures. Incorrect. My brother and I used to love to play Army figures. We used to play war. We did a lot of war games. We used to love to play the game Risk. But
I would consider Rift more like, it's like chess.
No, and I grew up with
not
chess.
Necessarily as a war game.
No, it was about USA kicking Russia's butt.
Oh my God! Hold on. This just popped into my head. You know how to do this internet stuff a little bit better than I know how to do. Wouldn't it be cool if you could somehow, because you know how there's that online chess, online poker. There's like millions of sites. It's free. If we did a JB show, if they let me stream again, or a Blackie show, and it doesn't have to be you and me, it could be anyone. And it's like, we're going to watch, so you have the chat below, and then folks playing chess or playing Texas Hold'em, 5 of us, 10 of us at a table. That might be a brand new angle. That would be really interesting.
I'm going to say no to that, but I'll do one-on-one chess with you.
I'm down.
I don't like the whole group thing. That stuff freaks me out. I like being on stage, and I like looking at an audience, but I don't want to be part of an audience. And that's why I don't like Google Hangouts that much.
Sure. Well, notice
10 people and all that stuff. I like one-on-one. I'm very good at talking to one person at the same time, but I fall apart. I'm a music teacher for 30 years. I try to do classes and stuff, and it's like one kid is smart, one kid is dumb, and I have to try to merge. I can't do that stuff. But with one person, I can analyze them and figure them out. I don't have that talent. I'm a one-on-one type of guy. Hey, Kim. We're with JB right now on Facebook. Maybe I do. I don't know, but when I can focus, I'm really, really good at it.
Same here. So I think maybe in the next weeks or months, when it feels right, I think it would be cool for us to, and we could do it together because I'm not like the genius of the internet, but I'm certainly not stupid. I think we could figure out how Blackie and JB can stream a live chess game with a chat, and also with the video boxes of us being able to talk live.
No, they're all everybody's going to tell us where to move. That'd be funny, actually. I like that idea.
Yeah. Because of course they're going to say, what? Queen take pawn 4.
Yeah.
It's like, no. And then it's like, no. We're going to do this. And everyone's going to go, oh.
No,
that's 100. That's a 100 viewer show right there.
On a scale from 0 to 10, what level of chess are you at?
7.
I'm 8. I'm going to beat you.
Okay, we'll see.
I'm older than you.
Well, you are, but I also, that's another thing. Another topic change. I was thinking about this. And this is not an insult to everyone, when we age to me really means nothing. Because when you wake up tomorrow, and when I wake up tomorrow, we're a day older. So what's a day? What's a week? What's a month? What's a year? What's a decade? If you're 50 and I'm 35, let's say this internet thing and all the chat continues. And I know it won't, and things change, and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Nuclear war. Who knows what's going to happen? But
there's not going to be a nuclear war.
If this chat, I know, but that's just hyperbole. But if this chat continues in 15 years, I'll be 50 and you'll be 65. Think about that.
I'm still going to look the same, and I'm still going to be smarter than you. But your internet skills.
That's only by a year. That's only by 1 year.
Yeah, but your internet skills are going to be better than me. Look, I grew up with Atari. Okay, I grew up with Atari, and I was lucky. I was lower middle class, and I got to play Space Invaders. That was it.
Well, you played Space Invaders. I remember Pitfall. Remember Pitfall?
No.
You don't remember Pitfall, where the guy would swing across the quicksand with the rope, and it was all
No. I had Knight Rider. I had Ping Pong. Look.
Pong was awesome.
I was lucky to have Activision, and I could be a skier going down the Appalachian Mountains in Vermont. And if I was lucky, I would get to the bottom, and I could have Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
In the game or in person?
No, I'm making a joke.
Okay, yeah, I think I was like, what? No, that's good, man. But I like this kind of stuff.
Okay, JB, I'm going to slowly say bye-bye to you because they're playing now my song Running Around This Town, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm analyzing right now as well. Why is my show being recorded 20 minutes later while I'm trying to talk to you? It doesn't make any sense to me.
You gotta go figure that out. But thanks for having me on. We'll talk soon and get back to your business.
Hold on. I can stay with you, and maybe I can figure it out here. What if I press this button?
I mean, dude, this is, we can talk anytime. This is not special.
Okay, now I turned it off. Now it's just you and me, but now I can't read the chat.
Yeah, so you're on a live show, so you got to be able to read the chat.
Yeah, it's so weird that it turns on like the beginning of as soon as you came on, my show started again. It's so weird.
Yeah, because conspiracies are real. They actually do this stuff.
Yeah, now,
do you not understand?
Now, right now, you and me are private right now, but they killed you being on my show. So I killed my Facebook people. It's just you and me. YouTube is still on. Hi, YouTube people. Hi, Karen. Hi, everybody else. If I say your name twice, it doesn't matter. If I miss your name, it doesn't matter.
JB says, "What's up to everyone? I know everyone in there. Hello."
No, you're not in there. My mom comes in. She says, Ben and Jerry's are trying to legalize CBD ice cream flavor.
That's fantastic.
I know. I thumbs up. Look, my mom's a conservative from Massachusetts, and even she says thumbs up. As you know, in Massachusetts, I think it's true. Is marijuana legalized?
Well, what's so funny about that is, my boss is really, really. I hate saying my boss. My friend who owns the company who hired me that I'm going to take over soon. He's a Trump supporter, hardcore, but he's also very, very sarcastic. He actually reminds me of you in ways that I won't mention now because I don't know who's watching, and that doesn't mean anything bad.
I told you my mom is on. Make it PG-13. You can say anything on my show. I don't care. Make it PG-13.
Yeah. So, but again, just the subject matter for another time. But anyway, he reminds me a lot of you, and he's a Trump supporter, and I've had to explain to him because I follow politics. Like sometimes when I watch the Blackie Fitzpatrick show live, aka Alec Whittier, on YouTube and Facebook. So everyone, please like and subscribe. If you hadn't hit that like button, do us all a favor and just hit it. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us all out. Okay, not me, but with all that being said, he's convinced I'm a Republican, and I'm like, I have to say to him over and over again, I've invented my own party. I'm a Trumpian conspiratorian, so I'm a conspiracy guy who happens to love the president of the United States, despite all of his flaws and missteps. We're going in the right direction.
I'm going to cut.
Blackie, just let me finish.
Okay.
But to add to what your mom Galaxy said, I am coming to realize, especially over the last 2 to 5 years, I definitely lean conservative. I know I'm not a Democrat. I know that. I'm not a liberal.
No, my show is not
political. On to social issues. I don't care about gay. I don't care about that stuff. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm open-minded.
I'm pretty damn conservative. Shut up.
I'm open-minded. When you said something about look, my show is not political, but I can have it. This is an opinion show, so we're allowed to talk. I don't vote, so that's my chicken exit. So I can say whatever I want to say because I don't vote. But you said something about our president's pitfalls and downfalls or whatever, and I know what I've heard that line before. And I'll be honest with you, Donald Trump has never made one mistake. He is perfect. Period.
You know what I'm doing right there, and you just unintentionally called me out.
Yep.
Is I'm giving myself kind of a soft landing if someone does call me out. I believe he's going to go down as the best in history, period.
Thank you. He's too smart. Look. They've been talking about, watch the David Letterman shows from like 20 years ago. Everybody's been saying, when are you going to run for president? He has been planning this. Make sure you don't, his lawyers are like, you could do this and win. Don't screw up. He did everything with a clean slate. Okay, let's get out of politics. Let's get out of politics.
That's why they had to make up Russia.
I know, it's all fake.
Because they have
I know, it's all fake. It's all fake.
Nothing.
Karen Blue is coming in. Oh no, here we go again. But here's what I'm going to bounce off with what you said. As I get older, I do feel like I am more conservative, but I'm also very, very open-minded. So I don't know what pigeonhole to put me in either. So you're trying to talk about a pigeonhole for yourself. All I can say is I'm an international world traveler. I'm a musician, right? And I hear all sides of the story. I'm very open-minded. My show is about acceptance. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not a judge. And my job is to be entertainment. It's supposed to be funny. And do I believe in UFOs? I don't know. Show me the proof. I'm like, I want to see the evidence. But everything is top secret nowadays. It's like you can't even hear anything anyway. Karen's like, I'm out of this one. Karen, we love you anyway. Okay, JB, give me your top 5 favorite music groups.
Oh my God!
I want to keep Karen. I want to keep Karen in the chat. The show is not political. Music.
No, music. I get it. Nice transition, by the way.
I asked this question. I don't know how much you caught of my show yesterday. I asked Ben Arson the question. I said, give me your top 5. So what's your top 5?
All right. So my top 5, and these are not in order. You're very generous with giving me a top 5. So all of these are really my number ones, but I get 5 for number 1. Is that okay?
Yep. I said 5. Give me your top 5.
Okay. All right. Out of the 5, I'll just answer Metallica.
Good group.
Ingrid Michaelson.
I don't know that one.
I take this very seriously, so you got to bear with
I
me.
said 5. I could have said 50, and we could talk for an hour about it.
No, I get it. Yeah. Metallica, Ingrid Michaelson, Tool. I hate to say this, but Mariah Carey
That's okay.
and the last one. My choice between two. Atmosphere, who's a hip hop artist.
Okay, the two of the names, Ingrid and Atmosphere, I don't know. Tool, I'm not really that into. Metallica, I'm a huge fan. Mariah Carey, I respect. That took a little bit of confidence for you to say it, but that's your generation. How old were you?
Well,
How old were you when you first heard Mariah Carey?
Probably 9.
Yeah, so
10.
that's why I cut you some slack on that one. I always thought that she was a weak singer, but she had great melodies, and the music was always awesome.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell, she didn't have, at least in her early days, which is what I like, she didn't have, and then she got in with that whole, what do the kids call them now? P. Diddy, Puff, all that. She got into all that, and that's when it went downhill. But her first 2 records, which I cannot name, but if you listen to Always Be My Baby, she wrote that song. She's
very talented. No, she's very talented. She's a great singer.
Yeah.
She's not a strong singer. She's no Whitney Houston. But as a writer, she is very, very talented. And she got sucked into the machine, which is Puff Daddy. And then it was game over for her. But she married like the head of Sony or something, and the president of Sony or something. And it was
I thought she was dating Suge Knight or something like that.
I don't know. She got into the machine, and they turned into a baby factory and not a singing factory. So,
well, here's a music joke. That's why people like you and I rage against the machine.
Correct. Tell me.
What?
Oh, I thought you had a joke for me.
No, I already said it. I said that's why musicians like you and I rage against the machine.
Okay, now I got it. Look. It's funny because today I made a Rage Against the Machine joke when I was at Vinehauer rehearsal. I was talking with Philip, and he laughed. He was like, yeah. Rage Against the Machine. I mean, just the title itself means the deep state, and they came up with that name before we even heard the word deep state.
Correct.
My sister taught me it was words like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all these people, right? The Federal Reserve, and now it's turned into this word called the deep state. But Rage Against the Machine was like, the machine is the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers.